Greetings. This is Doc Ock coming to you live and direct from Black Facts Headquarters Central this evening with another installment of Doc Ock at noon and 9. So we're continuing on tonight with our latest and our greatest story, that of Betty before X. I was getting ready to say Betty X, but really we're talking about Betty before she was X. That's right. So we're going to be telling a story that you probably didn't expect, because you know that we are celebrating the 96th birthday of Malcolm X all month, this month here on Black Facts. But we decided that we wanted to mix it up a little bit, and add in some information, some edutainment that you wouldn't normally expect or hadn't been introduced to previously in any other biopic, documentary, docudrama, etc., on Malcolm X. So tomorrow we're actually going to be putting up some information on in our Malcolm X Speaks playlist that we'll be posting at noon on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be putting up some videos of some of the Black Panthers, Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, etc., as they tell that's their story, and that goes along with the book that we read earlier, the Black Panther Party, the graphic novel. The Black Panther Party graphic novel. And so all of these things are related because the Panthers saw Malcolm as their de facto leader. Okay? As their de facto leader. Even though by the time the Panthers got started, Malcolm had already passed on to the next world. He was their inspiration to a large extent. So let's go ahead and get on with the getting on. You know what you need to do. Go ahead and give us a like if you're watching on Facebook. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Go ahead and spread the word amongst your family, your friends, and your enemies too. Let it be heard all through the land what we're doing right here, because we're making a stand for Black history, because we don't want it to be no mystery, if you understand if you catch my drift. So the proverb for tonight is, one does not slaughter a calf before its mother's eyes. Seems like I just read that one recently, but we're going to go ahead and yellow it in. So if I come back to it again, I'll know for sure. One does not slaughter a calf before its mother's eyes. And that is a Kenyan proverb. Now, on with the story. Betty before X. I hope y'all can see that. Can everybody see it? Hopefully. Let's see if you can see it over there. Camera number 3. It's kind of whited out over there. Betty before X. All right. And it's all about Betty Sanders was her given name. That was the name she was born with. So we're going to pick up from where we left off at. I don't remember reading all this here. Here we go here. Okay. Hope I didn't move my thing here. Oh, right. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We saw. I read this part already. All right. So Betty has just witnessed the effects of a good old Southern down home Georgia lynching. A double lynching at that. A man and a woman. Black man and a black woman she sees hanging on a tree, looking like two outsized Christmas ornaments, the way that her daughter Ilyasa Shabazz describes it here in the book. So we're going to continue on after, and this is when Betty is about 6 or 7 years old. Oh, let me not forget to put on the slideshow. There you go. So you can see Betty X, or otherwise known as Betty Shabazz. I'm just going to click her over there. Oh, make sure I got her all down there. Oh, excuse me. All right. Sunday's sunlight fills our room the next morning. I feel like I just closed my eyes, and already it's time to wake up and get ready for church. Every single Sunday, we go to Bethel African Methodist Episcopal Church. First, everyone goes to Sunday school. We split up by age: the adult class, the high school class, the middle school class, and then there's a class for the younger children, and a nursery for the babies. We learn stories from the Bible and lessons on how to be better people. Besides the time when the choir sings, Sunday school is my favorite part of church, about church. I look forward to it every Sunday. Ollie Mae is standing at the bedroom door. She doesn't know I'm awake. Doesn't know that I know she does this every single morning. That she opens the door and just stands there and stares at me before she wakes us up. Maybe her mind is like my mind. Maybe it jumps from one memory to the next, bouncing like a rubber ball. I wonder what memories she keeps of Pinehurst. Sometimes I ask Ollie Mae about her memories, but she usually just changes the subject or gives me one-word answers, like she doesn't remember anything. Ollie Mae stands there for a minute more, sighs, and says, "Okay, girls, rise and shine. You too, Betty Dean." I fake a yawn, stretch my arms, and slide out of bed. Jimmy never eases into a morning. She takes charge in everything she does. Jimmy leaps out of bed singing, "Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Mama. Good morning." But Ollie Mae is already out of sight. We move about, making our beds the way Ollie Mae likes them, and take turns going in and out of the bathroom, bumping into and stepping over one another. I help little Juanita get dressed because even though she can do it herself, she just takes too long. "Lift your arms," I tell her. She lifts them and wiggles into her blue and white polka dot dress. Shirley slips her feet into her black Mary Janes and buckles each shoe. Then she looks in the mirror and turns right to left, smiling at herself, knowing surely she might change before we leave. She is always checking and rechecking herself in the mirror and making sure she looks just right. Shirley turns to me and says, "Betty, I had a dream last night, but I can't remember what happened." "If you can't remember it, then how do you know you had a dream?" Jimmy asked. She said she sees me brushing my hair, so she brushes hers too. "I just know, and it was funny." Shirley can tell she's not making any sense at all. I laugh, and then Jimmy laughs, even though I'm not sure she understands what's funny. Jimmy is just a few years younger than Shirley. Whatever I do, Jimmy does. She's my little chocolate drop. Ollie Mae calls to us from the kitchen. "There's a lot of giggling and talking going on up there," she says. "Better be some getting ready up there too." Breakfast is on the table. Sonny and Henry speed down the stairs, and we're right behind them. Shirley keeps talking her silly talk. "But that doesn't happen to you, Betty?" she asks me. "Don't you sometimes wake up feeling like you had a dream about something, but the details are gone? Sometimes I tell her just to make her feel like she's not the only one. You know what I mean? Shirley, Jimmy, and little Juanita trail behind me like ducklings, watching every move and listening to my every word. But sometimes you do remember every detail. Sometimes they are so real that if you are laughing in your dreams, you wake up laughing. And if you were crying, you wake up crying. Oh, that's never ever happened to me, Shirley says. Me neither, Jimmy echoes. She sits down in her chair, barely able to keep still. She reaches for the biscuits in the middle of the table, then pulls her hand back quick when Ollie Mae says, "We ain't prayed yet." "Yes, ma'am," Jimmy says. Arthur clears his throat. "Let's bless the food. We can't be late for Sunday school." Arthur prays too long for someone who just said he was worried about being late. We can barely get our amens out before Shirley says, "Mama, I had a funny dream last night, but I can't remember it. Does that ever happen to you?" Shirley's talking so much, she's barely eating, and I'm thinking how cold her eggs, bacon, and cheesy grits are gonna be. I'm thinking how different we are that she can't keep her thoughts in her head while mine won't go away. Ollie Mae tells her to finish her breakfast and focus on one thing at a time. Shirley finally stops talking about her dream and says, "I've got to practice my Sunday school verse." She sits up straight, closes her eyes, and starts reciting Philippians 4:13. "I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." She takes a breath and then tells us if I say it right at Sunday school, I get a gold star on my chart. And everyone who gets 10 gold stars by spring gets to go to Belle Isle Park. Oh, yeah, see, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. "Really? I want to go," Jimmy says. "And it's an island, not a park." She chomps on her bacon. Shirley drinks her milk, and in between sips, she's still talking. "You have to memorize 10 Bible verses, plus the books of the Old and New Testaments. And it's a park." Jimmy's shoulders shrink. Arthur looks at Shirley. "Watch your manners and be nice to your sister," he says. "It's both," I tell him. "An island, that's a park." I eat the last of my eggs. "Who cares?" Sonny shouts. And for that, he gets a stern look from Arthur. So he mumbles, "Sorry." Shirley just keeps on talking. "We're going to swim, paddle canoes, and go to the aquarium to see all the beautifully colored fish. And then we'll have a picnic lunch. I want to go." Jimmy pouts and looks at Ollie Mae. Arthur says, "Well, you better get to studying them scriptures. That's the only way you can join them." Then Arthur and Ollie Mae get up from the table. "All right, it's time to go," Arthur says. Jimmy brings her plate to me. I wash it and put it to the side of the sink with the others so I can dry them and place them back in the cupboard before we leave. "Get your coats and your gloves too," Ollie Mae tells us. "This November air is kind of brisk." I put the last plate away in the cupboard, put my coins in my pocketbook for the offering, grabbed my coat and my Bible, and closed the door behind us. Jimmy grabs my hand as we walk to church. Ollie Mae trails behind to walk beside me. She says real low, "Betty Dean, I want you to behave yourself today in church. 9:30. You hear me? Don't think I didn't see you and your friends passing notes during service last week." Ollie Mae looks at me. "Yes'm," I say. Mm-hmm. Right. Just because Ollie Mae didn't say anything, don't mean Ollie Mae didn't see what was going on. All right. So much for our story for the night. We're going to continue on with our story for the rest of the weekend on to the 31st of May. On the 31st of May, we'll be doing a whole new theme for the month of June. I give you 2 guesses what it might be. Okay, I take it you guessed already. Juneteenth. That's right. We're going to be focused on Juneteenth. But we're going to do Juneteenth from a number of different aspects that we haven't done it before, because we did Juneteenth month last year, and we'll probably do it next year too. But that doesn't mean we're going to say the same thing every single time. That will be boring, and we don't want to bore you. But we do want to do some more about Juneteenth. So look out for that. Tomorrow, remember, it's the Black Panthers. We're going to be, we said our playlist is called Malcolm X Speaks, but tomorrow it'll be Malcolm X Speaks through the voices of Bobby Seale, Huey Newton. We may even have some clips of, what's that brother's name? Fred Hampton in there, and others that relate to the story. They can tell the story of the Panthers. Okay, particularly Bobby Seale will be posting up some interviews of him while he was in jail. Okay, and you remember this is the brother that got chained and gagged, Bobby Seale. So be on the lookout for that. Meanwhile, all you little children out there need to lay your little heads on your little pillows, on your little beds, and close those your eyes, waiting for that sun to rise. And when that big old sun comes up in that sky tomorrow, and you feel those sunbeams coming down on your eyes, you know right then that it's time for you to rise and shine, oh children of mine, because if you seize the day will be yours, and it can be another great day. But if you let the day run away with you, what can I say? You may end up at the end of the day, you may just be feeling really blue. So don't let the day do you, you do the day. That's the best way. Meanwhile, for all you adults out there, you know what you need to do. Go ahead and give us a like if you're watching on Facebook, a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, and become a sustaining member of the Black Facts family. If you're having any problems with that, send us a message. You can Facebook us. You can instant messenger us. You can, we got our email address posted up there. You can send us a message through the website, www.blakfacts.org. That's where you can find me and all of the rest of we. Meanwhile, we're clocking out right here, and we'll be back tomorrow at noon with Malcolm X Speaks. Look for the playlist. It'll be coming up at noon tomorrow. This is Doc Ock at noon and 9 signing off and giving a wave to Carlos Nathaniel Oyola as well as Tony Johnson. Good to see y'all watching and paying attention tonight. Always good to have some friends with us in the mix. Meanwhile, we're going to extra right on out.